Greetings, um, greetings of the day. I hope my voice. Greetings, um, greetings of the day. I hope my voice. Yeah, all right. It's working. It's working just fine. Greetings. It is good to be streaming again. Really good, I must say. Anyway, since you're the guest, I think I'm going to stick to the Venini's red coat, if you remember. You're the guest. I think I'm going to stick to the Venini's red coat, if you remember. I think this was the one that you really liked. I think this was the one that you really liked. Yeah, no worries. Take your time in typing your messages out. That's all right. And also, the second thing I wanted to ask was regarding the weapons. So the thing is, normally I use the puppet ripper, right? Second thing I wanted to ask was regarding the weapons. The thing is, normally I use the puppet ripper, right? The thing is, normally I use the puppet. Anyway, I noticed that my voice was having an echo, so I I fixed that. I think it should be fixed because that was I had two things inputting my voice. First was me, of course, and the second was my tablet. But of course, that's out of the way. And yeah, as I was saying, I use the Puppet Ripper, right? But the thing is, I kind of wanted to swap things up, right? For example, this is the proof of humanity's weapon, proof of humanity actually. I got from the nameless puppet. So let me show you properly, and then you can choose which seems cooler. Normally, I did the DLC like on the other save with the proof of humanity, but I'll show you anyway. this is the entire move set. Uh, I didn't show the other one. So it has two types of move sets actually. You can dual wield or you can use a single sword like this or like this. And its fable art is this. I think it's a very fun weapon, very versatile. And the second one is the Puppet Ripper, the scythe you get from Romeo. I think you're very well acquainted with this weapon. So yeah, it is ultimately your choice which weapon you think I should choose. And yeah, that's blood, that's puppet blood. More like oil. Yeah, it's fine. We're all stupid in the end. Yes, Romeo mentioned. I love him. I mean, yes, it's fine if you forgot. I'm here to, what's the word? I'm here to remind you of everything. It's all right. Fortunately, I remember the lore and everything. Fortunately. I think both weapons are very sick looking, honestly. Both concepts, I must say. Is there any weapon I have on the same level? I think this twin dragon sword, but if I'm honest, I really don't know how to use it properly. The parry thing is far too confusing, and I just can't. Skill issue. I think the other one was this. Yeah. This one is also nice, but honestly, I'm still confused between Puppet Ripper. I'll go with the proof of humanity. I don't know why I keep saying humanity. It's the proof of humanity weapon, just because I haven't played with it before. If I know my Puppet Ripper is upgraded far more, so if anyone gives me trouble, I'll switch to Puppet Ripper. Good God, it sounds so weird saying that. Puppet Ripper. But anyways, with that aside, I think we have done the formalities, except I also wanted to ask, how do you want him to look? Should he have white hair? Should he have long hair? Should he have white long hair? I I, I think I don't have a preference. I usually go with short white hair because it fits the lore. But the lore also says that Carlo can basically switch out his hairstyle. So it's really up to you. Also, let me change my amulets. I don't know why. Let me- Are you sure about that? I thought you hated that look. Go with that. I'm going to go with that. Hmm. I have a little bit of weight. I can just move that, I guess. Oops, there we go. Nice. All right. Short white hair. I'll go with that. I don't know. The long hair. Like, how do you define the twink hair? Yeah, lore wise, white. White is the way, honestly, lore wise. But lore wise, it's also that he can change his hair anytime. Because uh, doesn't look that bad. I think he looks nice. So this is Geppetto's room, if you remember. Anyway, I think we are set now for the most part. Costume. Do you want him to wear any one of these? Oh, I think we should go for the short white here. That fits more. Also, I like the white. Okay, long nose. Also, tell me if any art you want him. Genuinely think these don't look good at all. I hate these. I don't know why. Like this, honestly. This or this. He looks like an elf. Of course, it's your choice. So tell me as you see fit. I'll change the hair till then. Because there's a slight delay because in this stream. Yeah, me too. I want to see his face. This is a very interesting look, I must say. Yeah. Perhaps the cap. Yes, perfect. Anyway, is there anything I'm missing? Uh, yeah, but it is June, but in the DLC it's like snowing everywhere. He's going to get new clothes anyway, and you'll see. All right. So I know Ilaria, you're not here right now, but I think this is the point we're going to start the DLC, and this is how Carlo is looking right now. I know, very stylish and very neat. And I don't know if you remember, but I noticed this in my latest play, the playthrough, that he can play the piano. Yeah. I also wanted to show this, like, as in general, anyway. I read in the lore, like one of the item descriptions, I don't remember, that a piano was used to test in Krat to test how sentient a puppet is. So basically, when Carlo learned to play a piano properly, he basically awakened his ergo. And don't worry, take your time. I'll wait. Oh, welcome back. Anyway, Ilaria, I hope you're still watching. The DLC is about to start, and there's this important cutscene. There's not going to be much of it, but there will be something right now. It's very minor, but I want you to watch it anyway. Also, excuse my pronunciation. I was speaking in English throughout the whole day, and I'm tired. Like, really, really tired of speaking in English. This is the DLC item.
It feels like they're trying to guide us somewhere.
No shit, Sherlock. And I don't know if you remember this part, but this Stargazer was also in the main game. Like when we played, it's golden, right? So it wasn't usable back then, and everyone basically predicted that it will lead to the DLC, and well, it's leading us right now. Very cool scene. Also, I don't know if you noticed right now, the game basically didn't let me tell, but right there, right near the Stargazer, there are three graveyards, and those are of Carlo, Romeo, and Leia Florence, the legendary
Wakey,
stalker.
wakey.
I'll
Come
show,
on
I'll
now,
show in a bit.
man. I'm not sure what's going on, but we better check things out.
Yes, Overture, finally. Okay.
Okay, there's gotta be a stargazer nearby. Be on the lookout, pal.
Honestly, I'm going to walk very slowly, just for the cinematic effect. No running. Oh shit, I hated this area by the way. And I have the wrong grindstone equipped. Lovely. Nope, nope, no. Jesus Christ. Parrying these guys is a nightmare, and I would seriously advise against that. Just cheese through them. And I don't know if you remember, I also told in the GC that this area, like literally the beginning, these enemies, they gave me hell. I died like 5 times if I remember correctly. But of course, I'm back in form right now, so that did not happen. I avoided embarrassment. Yeah, these are the clothes I was referring to. I think the drip is insane. Sorry, the trip. The trip. Okay, honestly, I'm going to give up on pronouncing that correctly. I don't like the hat. Was never much of a fan of the hat. But I think the clothes look really nice, and I'll leave up the choice to you whether I should be going with this or Vanini's coat. Tell me when the stream reaches up to that point for you. Is there anything here? No, it's not breakable. I feel like I'm missing something. Anyway, so this is the advertisement for the Krat Zoo, which would be the first level and which I absolutely despise. You're going to hear me rage really badly, and I apologize for that ahead of time. And as a background of lore, the Krat Zoo was where the whole petrification disease and its, the widespread effects of it, along with the puppet frenzy, was first apparent. It was 2.5 years back before the main events of the game, I think. Don't quote me on that. It's just what I think, what I assume, and what I believe.
It's an ad for Krot Zoo? How is that still here? Wait, something's not right.
Here's a better look. Here's a better look how the cozy clothes I was referring to look like. Basically, I think the inspiration is clearly very Russian, especially with the hat you get. But I don't like the hat. I'm not going to wear that hat. It looks very weird, very out of place. I don't know how to term that or describe it or define it. Hold on. I agree. It does. I'll keep the coat. I played the DLC on earlier with the cozy clothes anyway. Can I jump off of it? Probably can, not worth it. Anyway, since the Stargazer is here, I wanted to show. Yeah. hold on. Sorry. I didn't mean to. I was just experimenting. Apologies. Anyway, these three graves. So definitely these three. This is of definitely Carlos, right? Because he was the first one to die, and his grave is the smallest. So he was like 16 or 17 years old when he died. And either one of these is of Leia and Romeo, respectively. I don't know in which order. But this is definitely Carlos. It's my theory, by the way. I don't know if anyone else thought of it that way, but like three guys over which the DLC involves and a specific stargazer that led us here. I just connected the dots together. No, 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 not going from there. And you have no idea how much I'm going to dread going through this place. I absolutely detest it. I abhor it. Like, I don't have the words in my vocabulary to describe how much the hatred I have for this place. Anyway, you'll see soon. I'm going to cheese through them anyway. Like, genuinely, I you'll witness it for yourself. Very nice atmospherically in the beginning, at least.
Is that? Yes, it is. That's Krot Zoo. How in the blazes? And I mean that
Oh, in the
literally.
places.
The zoo burned down a long time ago. Just give me a minute to think about this.
Jesus. Literally not even 10 seconds in, and I'm already getting jumped. Imagine the frustration. Sit down. See, hold on. Before I go any further, right besides this specific carcass, do you see that? Do you see that uh, crumbled piece of snow? It's like crumpled. It's a little bit. It's a bulge of sorts. And you won't believe this, but that's an ambush. And it caught me off guard like 10 times when I was going through this for the first time. And it's so annoying. You can't even lock on it. Like literally, it doesn't even let me. See, whoever did that literally should be fired, I say. Anyway, 1 minute in and we already have a heartbreaking little side piece of lore. Very sad. I'll keep it for this a while so you can read properly. I think you have a far, far better reading level than me, and you're far faster. And I've read it 3 times, so you must have read it 5 times already. So I'll close it. Yeah, you read it. I was right. And yeah, I agree. Very sad. There's not even any point in keeping it. They just did so. Jesus Christ. Stop. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You read fast. You're faster than me. That's what I was trying to say. Oh my God, I dread the entry even more. Like you can see right now, there's going to be so many obstacles in there, and not single one is breakable. So crumbled. It's this area's blocked. We can't go over there. Would be cool if we could. Yeah, the messages are a bit delayed. Can you try pressing on the live button in case you are a little bit behind? Streams usually are delayed after all. See, so many enemies, and I've already used two pulsars. This is so sad. 100 humans versus one ape, like 100 puppets versus one ape. Was it ape or a gorilla? I forgot the name. Oh, all right. Chill, chill, chill. S- Stop jumping me. I hate this so much. And I agree, this bloody snow, it's so strikingly cool. The entire last boss is based on this premise, by the way. You would love that. And right now, I need you to take a look at the center of the screen. There's a huge animal. I don't know whether it's a bear, a gorilla, an ape, or a monkey, but it's there, and it's the worst mini boss I've seen in my entire life. Anyway, I'm going to prepare myself for it. Yes, the bosses are they're great. Dare I say they focus more on making them, a sort of how do I say this? They focus them more on the gimmicks. They experimented really well. So yeah, you should be excited. Wait, this was definitely easier than I remember. It's perhaps it's the experience, but anyway, I still didn't enjoy that. So I need you to take a look from the perspective of a first timer coming in here. I can count like one, two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine, nine obstacles in the way of the fight that you are very likely to get stuck into. See, they're not breakable. And I was stuck here when I first fought him here, and the second time was here, I assume, and the third time was somewhere around here. And see, these carcasses, they can't be moved either. It's basically a trap. Yeah, it's the experience for sure, and I'm glad because I cannot even imagine otherwise. This guy is involved in a side quest. He's not very major, Colonel Little, but I guess you can take a look anyway. I I didn't go through it the first time actually. I think I skipped this little fight, but it's basically a foreshadowing about how hell it's going to be. Okay, there we go. Markiona, this woman is basically going to be the final boss of this chapter, and she's amazing, like literally, like seriously, I have no words for the boss fight. She's up there on one of my favorite boss fights in entire Souls likes or Soulsborns. This is a very neat attention to detail. You read this manual, you get an emote to avoid bears. You can play dead, basically. Very basic instructions. Play dead. Just lie still as a grave. The bear will probably pass right by you. If they do, congratulations, you're alive. And I agree, bosses are one of the best parts for sure. Yeah, see, play dead emote. I'm going to put this, yeah, gestures. It's going to be very helpful. I'll show you. Mm, Some just some descriptions, small attention to details. I think in terms of putting attention to like little things, they really did this entire zoo level really well. I just didn't like the level placements and all. But that's a different topic. Thank God I'm experienced now. Yeah, that's all. So, Jesus Christ, bro. Okay. These guys are also far more aggressive in the DLC. I don't know why. Who's yo? Interesting.
Please, someone, save me. Madam Stalker, is it you? You've come back. Oh, no, you're not. I thought she'd returned to save me. The Stalker with red hair. She helped me escape, brought me here. The bounty blinded me. My greed, my ambition. One mortal wound puts an end to it all. But I did find something. A clue. At the Savannah Experience Center. Go there if you see her. The red-haired stalker. Give her my thanks. Tell her this isn't her fault. Merely the death of a pathetic fool. Blinded by...
Anyway, another heartbreak. Oh, this saddens me. This really, really saddens me. I think in this time frame, it's been quite a while since Carlo passed away. I assume Romeo is 18 to 20 years old. That's a rough estimate, by the way. So yeah, I mean, man, he wasn't even a proper adult. He's literally a teenager, like a late teenager at least, in the events of this DLC. It saddens me. Oh my goodness, give me a break. Jeez, dude, what the fuck? I think Romeo's an adult, don't worry. Like even right now, he's an adult. He should be. Because Carlo was 17 when he died, and there's obviously been more than a year since after his passing. Do you see the damage they do? Yeah, don't worry, you're not going to catch a case. The entire fandom thirsts over him, so like, if even if you do catch a case, you won't be the only one. As I said, he's probably 18 to 20 years old. So yeah, it's can be passed. Oh my god, I just remembered I did not farm for upgrade materials, which I really, really need. Mm, I did say that the subplot of Colonel Little isn't important, but I do need you to pay attention to it because it plays a tiny role in a major side quest later on. The man-eating crocodile were, was, were basically the alchemists. Yeah, just keep an eye out. Like if I mention it a little, just be able to remember it. It's not like I'm forcing you to remember it. That was so satisfying. And yeah, there's a new status effect, freeze. It basically slows you down and makes you go hypothermic, if I remember correctly. There's not a huge role. I think they missed a mark with this one. They could have given us a freeze-based weapon, but we didn't get that, unfortunately. That is fine, however. We got a lot of other different weapons. See, if I were to continue, I wouldn't have been aware that there will be two of them. These were the ambushes that I really, really hated. Jesus Christ. All right. See, my experience definitely helped there. If it wasn't for that, I would be dead. And I emphasize the word dead. All right. That's an elephant, by the way. And as any wise man that worries for his sanity, I will not be going on there and fighting like a man. I'm going to be chasing him. Okay, I need you to be a little patient because I need the elephant to come here so my throwables can reach him at least. The entire process gets a lot easier when you get a bow, which will be very soon. It's on that other side of the of this elevated floor, whatever you call it. Die, die. Made the job so much easier. This is why you use the things the game gives you. And yes, I agree, this is such an interesting area visually because this is the exhibition part of the zoo, right? There's also another part of the zoo which we will be getting to see. It's genuinely deep. Atmospherically, I do like this as well. It's very nice. But as a first timer, it's probably a whole different experience. Also, the design for the elephant, it was a bit horrific. I don't know if you noticed, but he was limping with his legs. Chill, man, I just got here. Oh my god. Yeah, I agree. And the worst part is there were people present here when the whole bloodshed happened. The entire destruction caused by the alchemist and Marciona, especially. Because this was basically an experiment ground for the alchemists. Oh my god. Okay. I would like to greet Ilaria again because the weapon we got right now is one of my personal favorites. I have no idea, Shiro. That's such an odd question. I don't think I can answer that. Not in a bad way, but anyway. Hello, Ilaria. Once again, this is a bow, one of the first in the game, like the only one in the game, and I'm so glad they introduced this. Actually, it's very satisfying to use when leveled up. Unfortunately, we are not leveled up right now with the bow, but I will be doing that. Anyway, also, this is a good overview of the zoo for you, Ilaria. It's decent. You're not missing out on much, if I'm being honest. And some of that prejudice from my experience as a first timer is still carrying on. And I would like to emphasize on the part that I despise this place still. I mean, I didn't die once, but still. Almost died.
possible that the Stargazer sent us back in time?
Yes, Gemini,
I
that is very
remember
much
a day
possible.
like this. The day when snow was falling on the zoo.
All right. Now I'm going to go back and I'm going to get the bow upgraded if I have the materials. I hope I do because the bow carries a lot in this area. And if I don't, I probably don't know, man. It's going to be awful, an awful experience. I also think the bow scales off of a stat that I haven't leveled up. I think.
I just want safety for everyone, and that's why I.
So I'm going to change the scaling. Right now it's horrible. God. Done. Upgrade weapon. You have to be kidding me. That's all. Jeez.
Welcome to.
And of course he's out of those as well. This is so sad. Hold on. Uh, Let me check if I can buy the upgrade materials elsewhere. Nope, can't buy it from anywhere else. This is horrific. Genuinely horrific. See, the next parts are going to be horrible, and I do not want to go through them without the bow. I think I'll likely end the stream and farm for the materials tomorrow, so the experience can be a little bit less painful. Hold on, let me show what the bow is like. It's very, very cool. It's basically a railgun. Genuinely, I love this weapon. Yeah, they're so painful as in the way like they were specifically around designed around this specific play style with the bow. Like they wanted you to use the bow, but they won't give you enough materials to upgrade the bow. You have to farm for those materials. You know, it sucks. If I knew I didn't have the materials, I'd go and farm with the enemies that I know drop the material. Genuinely. And yeah, I agree. The animations, they're great for the bow. That's why I said it's one of my favorite weapons, and I always keep it by my side. We are slightly heavy, however. I think I'll sacrifice a defense part. I hate how I'm going to be slightly heavy anyway. Okay, that's much better. Now we're not heavy anymore. I don't know if you remember, but the heavier you are with the equipments, the more stamina you take for simple actions, and generally it's not recommendable because stamina regain is also reduced. See, that's the way, and I'll use the emote right now in a bit. Let me kill him first, though. Jesus Christ. Anyway, let me heal first in case it goes wrong.
No, take your time. I'll just
See, it went away.
as usual.
And I'm going to make some distance. Come on, come back.
I get it. Lying by lying down, right?
I love how they give Gemini voice lines for this. Does he have any more? Let me see. Come on. No, that was all.
I get it. Lying by lying down, right?
Okay, so it repeats basically. Okay, next time I rest at a Stargazer, please remind me to change my grindstone to a fire one. Because these guys hate fire. This is why I love the bow. You can deal with so much shit from a distance, and you don't have to worry about anything. Genuinely, I love the bow. It's not even upgraded properly right now. It's a miracle. I cannot be thankful enough. Jesus Christ. Yeah, you can do that with mini bosses. You remember that elephant? There are several different mini bosses like that, and I've used the bow to chase them like a lot of times to save me from a headache. It's literally a lifesaver, and I seriously cannot emphasize how much the bow has helped me. It's such a good weapon and such a good concept. I wish we go. I wish we could have gotten a bow in the main game, honestly. But it's fine. This is like Bloodborne giving you a bow at the end of its DLC. Yeah, no, unfortunately not with the big boss. Because the big bosses, they don't leave your ass. You can, however, do the same thing with bows in Elden Ring. Because it's a much more open game, while Lies of P is much more linear. If you get what I'm trying to say. We'll return to this place in a bit. There's another mini boss we need to go through. I forgot this place had this chest. Almost missed it. Okay, yeah, now we go back. Sorry if I, bump into random things because I'm also looking at the chat while I'm playing. So sometimes Carlo hits a wall while walking and it looks so stupid. But it's not on purpose, of course. Okay, get that done. Okay, sounds amazing. I am not fighting you properly. I cannot be asked enough to do that. Fuck. Wait, why are you running away from me? I don't know why I couldn't do the heavy attack. Oh my good god. Now imagine this boss fight. If I did not have a bow, I would be cooked heavily. This is a new trading item. It's very helpful. You can exchange it for a lot of things, and especially for the side quest with the cat. It'll make sense soon, don't worry. I am so cooked, I'm out of everything. Another reason to like the bow is that it generates a lot of fable. Fable is basically the stamina you need to use the fable arts, the special anime moves, basically. Oh my god, how did I miss that? Why are there two of them? I don't remember the two of them. Man, Oscar Piastri should really, really look out for his pets. I don't know why they're here. No, that's a kangaroo. That's a kangaroo, don't worry. There's going to be a more evil kangaroo. Oscar's cousins, dare I say. See, that guy, I genuinely hate him. He was on my story, I don't know if you remember. Anyway, oh my good god. My God. Leave me alone. Finally. I'm very sorry. This- I'm very sorry to McLaren driver Oscar Piastri for murdering your cousins. I hope this would not break our contact and our friendship. Yeah, they do look like dinosaurs. But you're not far off. There's going to be something far, far worse than dinosaurs here. I, the next one is also a horrible mini boss. I think let me level up. We have a lot of things to do. Uh, I also need to ask you, do you remember this one side quest with this one bot that we befriended that was trying to learn human emotions, that was rejected by puppets and also rejected by humans, but we became its friend and we would come there and we would show the human emotions and the emotes and everything. It was a very adorable quest. I don't know if you remember. But we also need
I
to
just
pay
want
him a
safety.
new visit.
Maybe that's why I should.
Not enough. Very sad. That guy dropped the upgrade materials, so we'll try fighting him once more. But first, we need to use the quartz. Yes, okay. I'm glad you do remember. We can show him the play dead emote. Activate the organ. Okay, I really needed that update. Increase consumable. Throwing object collection limit. Awesome. And now we can also get two Legion arms. But I don't think I have enough weight management for that. Yes, yeah, the entire quest was about emotion, so I'm glad you do remember. Yeah, we need to pay him a visit. Um, genuinely horrible level that was, I remember. But that NPC is genuinely so precious, I cannot ever forget. Alright, here he is.
Hello, my only friend. What have you come to tell me? I see now how scary losing someone can be. I may not be able to cry, but I hope I can comfort others now. Thank you.
Oh, this was very sweet. I love how they updated the base game as well because it shows the level of integrity, yeah, the integrity and the uh, level of care, I should say, they put in terms of emotion. It's very sweet. Also, unfortunately, uh, oh no, he is there. This is great. All right, I'm going to do a silly. Oh, no, 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 come back, come back. Yeah, hello. Oh my God, I forgot to swap my grindstone again. Oh no. Oh my God. Please drop the upgrade materials. Oh no, so sad. It's okay. We'll try once more. No, he was going to get his friend. He was not afraid of me. Come here, come here. No, you're not going to get. Damn, does he drop anything? It's okay. We'll try once more and then we'll move on. I genuinely just want my upgrade materials now. You disappoint me. Okay. Now, heads up. This is a nightmare incarnate. Genuinely an awful enemy, awful boss design, and even a worse enemy design. Like I cannot stress this enough. He can easily take the top spot of a sleep paralysis demon. Do you see that? That's an elephant. And it has two phases. Oh my god. Why did you see me? Wasted so much time. Look the way it's walking. I feel so bad for this animal. Ew, genuinely. Fuck this thing, man. Wow, how kind of the game to step in. My god. Oh, Okay, I just realized my mic was turned off. Seriously, I apologize for that. Anyway, so what I was saying, I spent 30 minutes on that guy originally. I'm so sorry for the silence. And besides that, I generally hate that area, yada yada, whatever. But we got a new Legion plug. That means we'll get a new Legion arm. And Ilaria, I want you to watch this as well. This is crafting a new Legion arm. Yeah, sorry, Shiro. And the choice is between Icarus and Cataclysm. Both of these are amazing Legion arms, by the way. Cataclysm is basically a shotgun. It's just, but it is, I must say, the strongest Legion arm in the game. It does insane damage, it breaks poise, it staggers enemies, and it has insane range. It is basically a gun. And you can see in the preview how strong it is, and it has an insane knockback, which can basically save you from enemy attacks. Amazing weapon. And I should say that I mained it as well. And with my current stats, I think it would scale even more because right now I have Motivity as my main, the main stat. And here's Icarus. Icarus is a dexterity legion arm. It scales both of Motivity and technique. I think I'm 5 points behind in technique as compared to Motivity. Now Icarus is a very interesting legion arm. What it does, it is basically a ranged legion arm. You can use it and it sends a spinning blade that spins like a Beyblade around the enemy and slowly damages them for a while. It is extremely, and I should emphasize, extremely helpful with mini bosses and larger enemies. I don't have a lean or a preference amongst the two weapons. I should really clear that up. So I leave that up to you. Which one do you find more interesting and which one would you want to watch me use? It is up to you. And I'll let you take the choice and I'll go with that because I love both. Also, yeah, Icarus is definitely my favorite Legion Arm design. I mean design. My personal favorite Legion Arm is Cataclysm because I just find the idea of Pinocchio using a gun very appeasing and very humorous. But objectively, both are very good, and Icarus is my favorite design. Yeah, of course, it depends on the use. But right now, I have the option to select only one Legion arm. I get the option to make another Legion arm like halfway through the game. So that's why I said it depends on whether what you are more curious to see. Whether you want me to use Icarus up to 50% point of the game, or do you want me to use Cataclysm up to the 50% mark of the game? This is Cataclysm. It is basically a gun, just a shotgun that, as you can see, has insane knockback and just insane damage. Its entire premise is doing insane damage. This is the colors. Yeah, I'm also interested in both because I love both of them equally. They're like my twin sons. It's like choosing between Dante and Virgil. It's such an awful choice. Mm. This is indeed this is indeed quite the interesting situation we have gotten ourselves into. All right, Cataclysm it is. Yeah, also the one boss fight Icarus is really useful for. It comes off a bit later, and we can craft a new Legion arm like before that boss anyway. So I think I'll also go with that. Okay. Anyway, perfect. Can I equip? Yeah, I can equip two of them. Amazing. dude, dude, the way the details inside of that Legion arm, they're so scrumptious. Oh my god, I love it. Anyway, let me show it off. Ilaria, I hope you're still there. I need you to see this. See, so the Cataclysm Legion arm has three different uses. One is a normal attack. Second is the charge up attack, just like this. And third, the most devastating one, is letting the trigger go at the right moment to have an insane damage compared with an insane range and an insane knockback. Let me show. Yeah, Ilaria isn't here, but as you remember, we were going to use reference points for her, don't you? Yeah. See, that's insane. 1324 damage. How much does Puppet String do? Let me see. Puppet String does similar damage, but it takes more time, right? Meanwhile, Cataclysm, it is a very. Hold on. It is a very, on on the go weapon. Anyway, yeah, as I was saying, very satisfying weapon. Let me use it on this guy. Takes one, yeah, literally one shot to stagger the enemy. How much does Puppet String take? One, two, right, two. Okay, one. Hold on, not, reset, reset, reset. All right. One, two, three. All right. Honestly, it should be two because I think I messed up. One, two. See, so Puppet String and Cataclysm are very similar in terms of damage and staggering output. But but Cataclysm comes out very quickly, and I think Puppet String needs a bit more positioning. Not that Puppet String is bad; it's one of my favorite weapons, or Legion arms after all. I think the satisfaction you get while use, while letting the trigger go at the perfect moment is unmatchable. Like, damn, do you see the range? I love this. I love this Legion arm. It's my favorite, like, genuinely. Anyway, I think that's enough for the Legion arm. Uh, do I have something missing? Hold on, I'll see. Hmm. All right. Oh yeah, there's this boss rematch thing. You can since oh my god, ignore that. Those are spoilers. No, 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 no. Yeah, I uh, I hope you didn't see that. There were some spoilers, but you can do some boss rematches of the bosses you've already beaten. I don't want to scroll further. Actually, there are spoilers for the DLC. Anyway, hmm, there was something. I'm really forgetting something. Uh, I really am. Did we? No, I'm not forgetting. I forgot that there's literally nothing in the DLC up to now that's vital to the story. Anyway, that should be enough, and it's time for me to close the stream as the
This
clock
works on
hits
theirs,
midnight.
really?
Anyway, thank you for joining the stream and thank you for watching. I had so much fun. Like, good God, we streamed like a year ago, right? I streamed on Halloween last year. I remember some Bloodborne, but still, that was so long ago. And this is really nice. There's some, some core memories for me at least between us. The streaming is really fun, and yeah, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Thank you, and I hope you enjoyed. And I don't know if you noticed, but I didn't die even once, which is a milestone. Yeah.